Alrighty, boys and girls. How's it? Oh God! Great way to start a stream. Absolutely fantastic. All right, give me 1 second, boys and girls. While I fix my stuff, let me know how everyone's doing in the comments. It's been a second since I've done a live stream. I think the last one we did it with we were with Logan. We did a little Tokay talk. All right, that should hold. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Everything's okay. The visuals and all that good stuff. Oh, looks like we got some stuff in the chat already. Waiting for the video. Also, can I ask how much you've made off of YouTube? I guess it really depends on what you're talking like AdSense. Like if we're talking AdSense, I don't make that much money off of YouTube with AdSense alone. It's somewhere around it really differs depending on if I'm making consistent videos, how the videos are doing. But 500 a month is a good average. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. It just kind of depends. You really make your money through affiliate stuff. Obviously, the sponsorships and habitats, things like that. That's kind of where more of the money's going to be. Patreon, all that other good stuff. Made about 4K, man. That's a good amount of money. How's it going, Casey? How's it going, Cam? How's it going, Nick's Regal Reptiles? I know you. You're on. You DM me on Instagram and that kind of stuff. All right, folks. How's it going? First off, if anyone that's either watching this now or watching it after the fact, just want to say, you guys, thank you so much for all the positivity comments we got on that last video. And a little Annabelle just chilling right there. Really appreciate all that good stuff. Obviously, it has been one hell of a week, 2 weeks at this point. It's been pretty crappy. Tooth is a lot, but lack of tooth is a lot better. I'm almost done with my round of antibiotics. I think I got a couple more days. I don't know what it is about me, man, but I do not do well with antibiotics. I always get every side effect you can possibly get with them. So I'm really excited to finally get off of them or finish the cycle, whatever it's called, because it's been really not a good time. But yeah, man, let's kind of just dive into this. So we're really I've been thinking about this for a while now on what do I want to do with the channel, how I want to improve what's been going on. And Zen Habitat's actually been a great way to help me out. They have this one-on-one coaching for their affiliates, and I was talking to them, and they give me a lot of pointers how I can kind of take stuff to the next level, how I can really grow the brand of Dakota Blue Exotics, all that good stuff. And we've been doing a little bit, making some little tweaks and changes here throughout the time, but now I'm kind of getting to the analytical part of things. That's going to be what kind of content we make, how often we make content, things of that nature. So I just thought sit down, talk to you guys a little bit. I haven't hopped on a live for a second. It's always fun chatting with you guys. And then just talk about what are the plans moving on for 2023? How are we going to start the new year off and make it not completely awful like it has been for a little bit? It's crazy how long I've been doing this. I know a bunch of you guys. Actually, I think a bunch of you guys I talked to on Instagram. Javier, I talked to you on Instagram. Nick, I talked to you on Instagram. Ravishing Reptiles, I believe I talked to you on Instagram as well. Poi Yuk. I know you as well. How's it going, folks? A lot of what's up, a lot of good stuff. Did you watch? I did not watch the game yesterday. I'm not a sports guy. I apologize. I do a lot of things in my life, but watching sports just is not one of them. Just never got into it. So first things first. First thing, actually, something I want to talk about real quick. Just pulled the trigger. I set this stream to be done at 7, and while that was what was waiting on that, I just finished this thing up. I'm very excited for it. Now, you guys have been asking for this for a long, long time, and I'm excited. Where are you going? What are you doing? Okay. And I'm very excited to finally announce that we now have a website, folks. Yes, it's not just going to be the Morph Market. Before, it was just, go look at my Facebook page. Then I went a little bit further and I said, go check out, we have Morph Market now. But I finally buckled down and I bought my own website domain. So at this point, I'm going to start building my own site. I don't know how long it's going to take. I've never built a website before, but I mean, how hard could it possibly be? So yeah, I don't know. What end of the month, I'd say. End of the month, maybe at some point next month, that site will be launched and you can get all of the stuff, me on a website. I actually have no idea what to put on a website. Everyone just kept telling me, Dakota, get a website, and I did it. I'll have to figure out what to do with it at this point, but I'm very excited. I've never done a website before. Dude, I built my own site. It's super easy. I used GoDaddy. Everyone was saying like, just if you like don't want to build like code and all that stuff, just use GoDaddy. I was taking a little bit of a look at it before I came in. It seems pretty easy. It looks a lot like drag and drop type stuff. It's just figuring out like what theme I want. I don't know. We'll figure it out. If you need help building a site, let me know. I know how to build it my site real quick. Oh, I might take you up on that. Just give me like a little bit of pointers on like how to do it. I think that's my problem is I don't know. It looks like it looks simple, but it also looks like a lot, like how to figure out like how to make it a good website, if that makes sense. But yeah, man, I'm pretty excited. I know everyone's like, yo, you need a website. And so I guess like all my stuff will just be there. Blogging, apparently blogging is in. I thought it was dead back in 2006, but blogs are back in. Dakota Blue Exotics will have a blog as well. What that blog will be about, hey, who knows? Maybe it'll just be rambles. Maybe it'll be like informational stuff. I haven't figured out yet, but there'll be like a blog section, our availability section, links to my usual stuff. That's about all I have. I just bought the site 15 minutes ago, guys. I don't know what you want from me, but yeah, man, I'm very excited about that. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be fun, and I think it is going to be a very good website. It's probably the best website you will ever see in your entire life, but probably not because I use GoDaddy, and I don't know if that makes a good site. Let's read the chat before we go on to our next stuff. What the fuck's going on with this, man? I desperately need a haircut, man. This shit's just like, it's too much. I made a blog, all of 2 articles. Something I do also want to talk about. Have you guys been hearing about what Brian Barczyk did a video on it, but I've been seeing it all over the place. It's a CPT chat. It's the AI thing. What the fuck is that about, man? That's getting a little scary. I was looking like a little bit into it, and like it can do everything for you. Like as far as like a lot of people are using it for YouTube help, and it's like it tells you like what titles you should make the video. It writes the description for you. It'll write an entire script for you. It's kind of scary in a way because I don't know. It takes the human factor out of YouTube. All I gotta do is turn a camera. I gotta type like make good script on crested gecko care, and it'll do the whole thing for me. I just have to read it off and edit it, and then it's good. And I'll have AI make my titles, my thumbnails. I don't know if it can do that, but that's a little bit scary, man. It's a little. I know everyone talks shit about AI, but I think it is a little bit. Hey, what's up, man? Come here. Almost. No, it's not food. I want you to come here. Yeah, come here. Come on. Yeah. Why my thumb? Yeah. There you go. Good job. Look at you. Perfect. Go on. Hey, Ravishing Reptiles, thank you so much for the $10. AI will lead humanity to extinction. That's a great message for that super chat, and I do believe. No. You're being a doofus. All right, next thing I want to talk about. I'm sorry, boys. These antibiotics I'm like not doing hot, but I did want to hop onto this. Next topic, the YouTube channel. I haven't made a YouTube video in about a month, except for the one I just made. I'm going to be trying going back to regular stuff, like I'm going to be consistent this time. I'm not just going to drop off the face of the earth for a month. A couple of things I've been thinking about, and I think I am going to pull the trigger on. I'm going to go down on videos. So I usually do like somewhere around 3 videos. Maybe I'll stick with 3 videos. I'm going to start with 2 and see how I feel. Maybe I can get to 3. My whole thing is I want to make them a lot better quality. And I would rather make like 1 to 2 videos a week that are really good than like make 3, but I kind of rush all of them because I need to get them out in time. What? What? What is it? What is it? Bro, look how fucking chunky. Look how... No, I want to show you your fat stomach. Turn around. See how fat that crop is? He just had like a full meal. You got a big crop, buddy. But yeah, man, 2 videos a week. I think that's what I'm gonna be at. I want them to be a lot more structured as well. So for a lot of this time, I've kind of been just winging it. Hey, Gary, thank you so much for the 1 month membership. I appreciate you guys with the support. All the support. All the support's greatly welcome. Obviously, we're in a little bit of a rough spot. If you guys, what are you doing? If you guys remember the freeze that happened about 2 weeks ago, it kind of like destroyed my house, or I guess like my house's water lines. So like I have multiple busted pipes. My faucets are all broken. Like everything needs to be replaced. I've been going to my gym and showering every time I need to shower. It's interesting, you know. I've been grinding for about 3-4 years now, and I thought like I was roughing it, but this is about the roughest I've ever gotten in my life. So hopefully stuff can change. And you need donations and support. It helps me a lot. That's kind of like the bottom line, what I'm getting at. But with the structures of the video, so I want it to be a lot more coherent, because the past couple of years I've just been kind of winging it. Whatever idea I got in my head, I usually just send it and make a video about. What are you doing, dude? What? What? What do you want? You miss me? What are you doing? See, this is why you have a hood when you have birds, or else they're just gonna be knocking on your skull. Yeah, so it's just kind of like whatever video I want to make it, I make it, and then it just kind of like sometimes they do well, sometimes they don't do well. And I kind of want to make it so where like every week you kind of know what to expect, right? It's going to be a specific topic. And I kind of went over it. Oh man, dude, another one. You guys are being awesome today. What? Fuck. Kirstine Kennerson. I believe that's how you say it. Please let me know if I mispronounce it. LOL. It's like he is mad you are talking. He's mad because I'm not giving him attention. But the thing is, when you give him attention, oh, you're being like really nice today. Why are you being so nice today? Oh, weirdo. You want to see him get fluffy? You don't want to play? All right, be that way. Gary coming at me with the 19... I'm so sorry. Did I yell too much? Coming at me with the 1999 sending some help. Hope my teeth or no teeth pick help brighten your day earlier. Hello, I'm super sorry about your luck right now, but we are all behind you. Like I said, man, you guys are fucking awesome. I got a pretty rad fan base, I do have to say. The pick did help. I'm honestly, it actually, I'm not thinking like, I know you're thinking like, oh, this will like brighten his day because he thinks it's funny, but it kind of like gives me hope because I know one day I might not have teeth. I just have so many problems from shit I did in my past. Like the dentist, right? The dentist, they want like $10,000 to fix all the problems I have right now. And that's a lot of money. I ain't got 10 grand. Even if I had 10 grand, I'm not spending 10 grand on my teeth. It is what it is. So it's nice to know like there are other people that also don't have teeth. So when it happens to me, I'll be like, oh, at least I'm not like completely alone. And then I'll get like a silver grill, like silver denters with gold like canines or something. That'll be really cool, or cringy, whatever you guys want to think it is. Let me read some chat real quick, man. I love birds, man. Wishing the best for you. I appreciate you. Hey, I had a question on what Morph Market pack. Oh, dude, your nails are sharp. What Morph Market package do you have? And because I'm debating on which one to get, I think it's $20 a month because I don't have that much stock. I don't remember what the other ones do, but it's like I like the $20 one. I've had like multiple thousands of dollars valued animals, and it's been okay. It's close enough. I don't care. I'm about to play with some parakeets. Good shit. Go back up. Your nails hurt, dude. I need to clip those, dude. They are sharp. It's like fine with Annabelle, but like that's such a heavy bird. What is your deal today, young man? You are a fucking troublemaker. I bought, oh yeah, more fun. Yeah, $20 a month. I like that one. I don't like the free one because like you can't put anything on there, or the whatever the cheapest one is, because it's like, I think it's like $500. So you can put like 2 animals on there, and then you have to wait for them to sell. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. So I ended up paying the next size up. That's 10 lily whites. I could start a whole lily white crested gecko project with 10K, or I can have teeth. Which one do you think I'm going to decide on? I brought a grow tank for my mangrove monitor. He loves it. A grow tank or a grow tent? I don't know what a grow tank is. I think he means grow tent. Yo, low key, my wife loves it. Nothing to. Pizza and wings or burgers with fries? Burgers with fries, hands down, man. I fucking love hamburgers. I mean, I like pizza too. You're killing me with your nails, buddy. You're absolutely. This like the weakest point of where my arm is where he wants to be. You're killing me. Do you want scratches? Is that what it is? No, get fluffy. Get fluffy for the camera. Yeah, that's a good bird. That's a good boy. Boy, yuck. Coming at me with the $6.99 Canadian. I think that's like 4 cents American, but I still appreciate it. My Tokay boy, because of you, they're my favorite gecko ever. I'm always really happy to hear about that like people like Tokay geckos or have just a better understanding of them. We just go on. No, go on. Thank you. Actually, we just did this really cool thing. I partnered with Zen Habitats and Josh's Frogs. I'm editing that video. It should be out tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't want to spoil the whole thing. But it is about the super red tokay, so it's very exciting stuff. And I hope you guys do enjoy it. That video's been on. Oh my god, dude! I don't care if you're on my arm. You can't be on my hand. Why? Just go on my shoulder. Here, I'll even like go up so you can chill. Yeah, just chill on there. My God, I'm very excited for it. Man, I haven't seen that super red. It's an expensive gecko. It's a rare gecko. I don't like touching it because I'm like afraid I'm gonna break it somehow. I don't want to like stress it in any way. So it's really nice being able to like hold it for once and see how much it's grown over the years. It's been a minute since I've seen it, and it is looking absolutely fantastic. I do believe 2023 we will be breeding her if all goes to plan. But we'll still see. She's still a little small. She's a little small than where I want her to be. So I'm going to give her at least like, I'd say 6 more months. Towards the end of the year, we can take a look at breeding her. But hopefully this season, after years and years of growing this gecko out, we will finally be pairing her and making some world's first tokay combos. I gotta disagree with you on the whole Five Guys comment, my guy. You gotta think about it this way. So I think my favorite burger joint, right, as far as like fast food or chains go, is going. Oh my god, he's like clawing into my stomach, and he just goes back on my hand. Why? You know what? Fine, mess up my hand. I don't care. You win. It's fine. Oh my god! You can't break my fingers off, please. I like you, but I also like my fingers. We got to compromise, okay? There's got to be some compromise there. Favorite chain food? It's got to be Muyas, dude. I don't remember Muyas being like down south, but up here in New England, dude. So here's why I like the Muyas burger. Number 1, it's a good burger. Number 2, and the most important part, they have this burger. So I get a bacon cheeseburger, and they put Cholula. No, that's a gecko. Cholula sauce. So it's not a buffalo burger, but it's like a hot sauce burger. It is amazing. Every time I DoorDash it, I spend like $50 because it's DoorDash. I get 2 of those bad boys, and man, life is just good. Except I have IBS, so after like 30 minutes after, it's not good. But those first like 5 minutes while I'm eating it, good burger. 10 out of 10. Please don't. Please, I'm begging you. Please stop. Don't hurt my fingers. What do you want? You want me to scratch you? I can do both. I can multitask. gosh, you're being so cute today. Why are you so nice? He's usually like wicked mean to me. Easy. This is crazy. This is like, he's never this good. This is a rare experience, and I'm very happy to catch it on camera. Oh, look at this little boy, dude. Fucking love this bird. Hey. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm just stopping stream and staring at this bird while I pet it. If you guys don't remember, I don't know if I talked too much about Dante. Dante was an abuse case. I got him at, hey. I got him when, no. Mm-mm. I got him when he was 6 years old. The peer use owners, he was in I guess like a trap house for the most part. So he's screamed at, he was like hit, he was abused like physically, and just like a lot of trauma with this bird. Yeah, birds get trauma and anxiety. It's fucking wild. Are you upset with me? What are you doing? He's pissed. He's like, I can't break your fingers. I'm leaving. Yeah, this bird took me. So it first, get your butt out of my face. When I first like came into contact with this bird, it took 6 months to be able to get him out of the cage. He was extremely cage defensive. I've got like 5 or 6 scars on my body from this bird, like just tearing into me. We've had him for a long time. He's almost 10. That's like wild to think that this bird is 10 years old now. And look how good he is. Now he has his moments, and this is like one of those moments where he decides to be like really friendly to me. But that is just awesome, dude. Like, I know you guys like you're just petting a bird, but like this bird does not let me pet him. I can get like 3 like pets in before he tries to attack me. So it's really strange that he's being like really friendly to me today. I'm not sure what's going on, and it kind of makes me nervous at the same time. Like he's leading me on, you know. He's waiting until I get like complacent, and then he's gonna bite the shit out of me. That's probably what's gonna happen. I've never heard of habit burgers. Is the other bird foldable? Oh, that's just Annabelle. She's a naked chicken. Annabelle's also a rescue. She was my first bird I ever gotten. She's almost 10 too. She's like 8 or 9 at this point. I got her at 2. She was completely naked, although she's still kind of completely naked. And you know, Annabelle's Annabelle. She grows her feathers out. She'll grow her feathers out in the summer, and then when winter comes, she plucks them all out. I don't know why. I've spent years and years trying to fix it, like get her to stop plucking, and I've just reached the point where as long as she's not self-mutilating, there you go, buddy. My arm's starting to get tired. As long as she's not self-mutilating, it's really not too big of a concern for me. She can be a naked bird. I don't care. I still think she's pretty cool either way. The Terriarcher chars, I don't know, man. Hey there, I don't want to interrupt you, but your macaw is trying to feed you, and now he's grumpy because you didn't accept his offer. It's late here, need to go. It's one. Oh my god. Yeah, it might be. We're getting close to mating season for macaws. So what he's doing when he like bangs his head against the wall, it's like trying to do me. And you know, I like Dante, but it's kind of more of a platonic friendship. So we try to ignore that behavior because I just don't want you to throw up on me and like the other stuff that happens after that. It's just it's not kosher. I'd actually really like to breed macaws in the future. I really want to get regardless if I'm going to breed or not, I want to get a baby green wing. I've done a lot of rescues with parrots, and it's rewarding being able to fix all the problems that people have and make them good birds. But I kind of want to start fresh and really like work with a bird with a clean slate and make it the best bird I possibly can. So I have been thinking, and this isn't until we move out of here, because I want to do a lot better for these guys than we can do right now. But I do want to get a female green wing, and maybe potentially later on down the road we can breed them and make little blue and gold green wing hybrid macaws, which would be absolutely fantastic. A little fun fact for the people that are new here: I bred birds for a number of years for someone. It wasn't me, like in my own bird breeding business. But I hand raised birds going anywhere from a parakeet to stuff like a macaw. My favorite was when I hand raised 3 hyacinth macaws. I think that was like the highlight of my life. Go on the chair. Step up. Good bird. I'm gonna like move up so he stops, dude. I mean, I don't know if you guys see like the little holes in my hand right now. Oh my god, you're being ridiculous today, my guy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's like if Muya's is a small franchise or maybe it's just up here and not like all the way. Steak and Shake is also good. They have got good shakes. It's great for when you have like a night out and you need something greasy. Your link to Morph Market below doesn't work. Oh, that's good to know. I just changed my description. I like reworded how I did all things, so I'll have to check the link. Thank you for letting me know. I'll do that after I get off the stream, obviously. It's like my husky Bowie can't stand to be away from me for more than 1.5 feet. Anything more and it starts to yeah, that's Willow. My I have a husky mix, that's a rescue. She hey, don't do that. She's dude, like he wants to be on the tip of my fingers and I have no idea why. Yeah, she's the same way. If she's not near me, she's just like totally freaks out and starts whining. She's really like she does whatever she wants to do and she'll tell me. It's an interesting Huskies are an interesting dog breed, man. It's definitely a different concept than with any other breeds I've worked with. That's a cat in a bird body. What do you think of super drippy crested geckos? I take the super drippy crested geckos. I don't know much about crested mutations. I've really like been just a super dog kind of dude, and I'm starting to branch out. Hopefully, actually, I think very soon, Patreon members and YouTube members will know when it happens. But I am going to be pairing the Lily White to my trio, my tricolor, and my quad stripe gal. I have them grouped together, ready for the little breeding group. So I just need to put him. I want to say he's like just at 30 grams now. So I'm going to run it. We'll see what happens. This is his first year. So it might be some trial and error trying to get him to actually want to mate with the females. It's really difficult. Usually males need to be a little bit larger. So somewhere around the 35 to 45 gram point, it's where they get that confidence and really start going after the females. When they're a little bit smaller, they can be a little bit more flighty and afraid of another gecko. But I do want to run it and see what happens. Worst comes to worst, they don't breed. We still have Almo as a backup, but I do want to start getting stuff started because we're getting a little bit late in the year than where I want it to be. Oh my god, dude, why my thumb? I'm gonna have little. Oh my god, I'm gonna have little holes. All right, I need a break. I'm so sorry. I need a break. You go over here. I appreciate you. Oh my god, look at that. Look, this little pinholes. I gotta just get in and like tip the nails. Just a little too sharp right now. What else we got going on? I think it's a West Coast thing or maybe a San Diego thing. Muyas? Nah, I'm in the Northeast. That's like the exact opposite. Tegus are all down. I have a fun Tegu story. I totally. So I'm thinking of my Argus pair. They're not really being. I mean, they're not fighting, but they're not kosher. They're not where I want them to be. So I need to remove the female, recycle her, and get her to where she wants to grow those follicles, and let the male be like basically be receptive. I need to separate from a little bit and then reintroduce. And I was thinking. I was like, oh man, I'm like, I don't have a spare tent right now. And I was like, oh, I got the 5x5. I can just put her in there. And then I realized, oh no, wait, I have a Tegu in that tent that I just like totally spaced. Rosemary, our new red Tegu. She like literally, I had that Tegu for like 3 days and then went into brumation. But she's been down. And then of course we got Big Bertha and Blue are also down. Hopefully they go up probably, I'd say like next month. It really depends. Usually like late February to early April is the time where they start waking up. We can start pairing. But super excited. Last year, Tegu project did not go as planned. We did not get any eggs. Bertha reabsorbed her follicles, unfortunately. So I learned a couple of stuff. I talked a lot with Joey from Rose City Reptiles. Great guy. Go check him out. He also makes YouTube videos. Purely Tegu content. Awesome dude. But he kind of gave me some tips and tricks, so we're going to be trying that style with these guys, and hopefully we can get some Tegu babies because, man, especially with Rosemary, some tri-bred Tegus being like my first Tegu babies would be it'd be like absolutely amazing, dude. Hang on, give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Just in important meeting stuff that I had to check out. What else we got? What else we got in the chat? Hey Dakota, glad to see you back. Keep your head up and keep pushing forward. It's always hardest before the breakthrough. I'll be honest, your boy was feeling sorry for himself, man. I was like, I could not get out of bed for like a week. And then my tooth happened and I didn't. The problem was like the depression took over, right? So like I had no energy and then it kind of like started fading. I was like, I got to get up. And then my tooth happened. So like it was a really crappy situation because I'm like, I have like the energy and the mentality, like I can get up and do stuff. But then this shit happens. I'm like right back to where I was. Very frustrating. But we're doing everything. Like I'm on like last night, man. I pretty much worked from the day until like at 10 o'clock. I fell asleep. I woke up at 2 a.m. and I was like, well, fuck it. I can't go back to bed. So I'm just going to make more content. So I literally filmed a YouTube video and started editing it. Then finally, like 5 a.m., I fell back asleep and then woke up whenever I woke up. I don't keep track of time very well. But we're literally like everything. Like I went in my notes. So like I'm trying to be just, the biggest issue I think we have right now is the fact that I've been doing this with a lot of like passion more than like from a business standpoint, right? Like this is just like, it's my dream and I'm kind of like having fun doing it. But I think the real issue with that is it kind of reflects, right? It reflects in the content, it reflects in the brand. And it's not like I want to change my brand. I like my personality. I like being a smartass. I think you guys enjoy it too. I don't want to change that part of it. But I just think we need to get a little bit more dialed in. I need to make sure like I'm doing the stuff I need to be doing every day and that I'm making the content that just needs to go out. Because while YouTube is fun and I enjoy doing it, it's also my job. It's how I make my money. And I need to take it a lot more seriously than what I have been in the past. Rather than like just making videos to make videos, I need to make videos that I know will grow Dakota Blue Exotics to that next level that we really want to get to. Mandy, oh my God. Gannon? It's like Cannon, but with a G. Gannon. Thank you so much for the $5. That's a cool little duo. Is Lemon holding a thingy? Those super stickers, man. Those things are wild. I appreciate the $5. That really means a lot. I want to make sure I don't want to miss anyone. Oh, The Habit. Yeah, it might be a West Coast things. I've never heard of it. There's 40th in live, dude. This is the most people I've had in my live chat like ever. Like 20. About half of this is like, this is good. And I'm like, holy shit, we got 20 people. We got 40 people going on here, man. That's fucking awesome. I just gotta make like really. I need to make titles that. What are you doing? You flying? None of these birds want to talk when I want. None of the birds want to talk when I want them to talk, so then I just kind of like look stupid while I do it. You forgot about the redheaded stepchild. Who's the redheaded stepchild? Oh yeah. Rosemary. I feel bad. I like Rosemary. I wish I could have worked with her a little bit more because she's not like a super friendly Tega. I'll be honest. I got her from the sketchy guy at the expo. You guys know the dude in the back that has like a billion different reptiles. That's where I got her from. I liked her. She was a full adult and I was interested. So I kind of did what I had to do. But she is like not a very friendly Tegu. She's very scared and not very like forthcoming. And my only thing is before she went to Bermuda, I really wanted to work with her more. But unfortunately just did not get the opportunity. So hopefully when she comes up, we get to work with her a little bit more before we start pairing her to Blue. Because I want my Tegus to be friendly and nice. I think that's like my big thing. Just got Morph Market Pro. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Joey just got... Can I help you? Can I help you? Oh my God. Hey. Yo. Why? Stop. What are you doing? Nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. What are you doing? Hello? Stop. Come here. What do you need? What can I assist you with to make you like not do that again? Nothing? Okay. Are you good? Can I go back to this? You good? Yeah? What the fuck was that? Oh my God, this is chaos. This is simply chaos. Joey just got something huge. He should have a video out today or tomorrow. I talked to Joey. I know what the thing is. You make sure to go check out Joey. It's incredible, dude. There's some really good stuff about the drop on Rose City Reptiles. I personally haven't seen all of it. I'm really excited for the video to drop. I'll be the first one to check it out when he does drop the video. Oh, also, sorry about the noise deafening scream. He's really quiet. Like for a macaw, he does not do that. So that was, again, I don't know what's going on. He's like really friendly and he's also screaming. These are strange times for Dante right now. Hey man, I would like to say thank you for your videos. I was battling alcoholism for the longest time. Lost and had to sell a lot of my animals because of it, but I'm on my way. Hey man, that's good shit, man. Yo, I'm proud of you. That shit, dude. Any of the alcoholism, substance abuse, anything like that, that shit is so hard to kick, man. And that's why I don't know, man. It's hard to talk. It's a big reason why I still want to like do the stuff I do, because you know I say this every time, man. I know one special. I did not get a huge loan to do what I'm doing today. I do not have like a master's in reptiles. I did not pass high school. I was a high school dropout that got a GED years later. Anyone can do this, man. I mean, we are riddled with mental issues. We got, you know, ex-drug addict, all of that stuff. Like, you can build yourself up and you can make something absolutely amazing with your life. If this is your dream, man, push through it. Keep it going, and you can do it too, because I didn't do anything special to get where I am. I worked hard and I persevered through the hard times, just like I'm doing right now. I'm glad you are back. Sorry you had many downs lately. I hope you have many ups from here. I also hope that I have many ups from here, and I appreciate the positive comment. Thank you. How have you been, Dakota? I've been not so good, but hopefully from here on out, things are going to get better. Can I buy any of your Tokays anywhere? Morph Market is the best place to find me. I have a couple of Tokay babies left from last season, and we are about to get some eggs for this round of babies. I know I'd say the link's in the description, but I heard it's doing some problems. If you look me up on Instagram, my link tree is there, and that's the best way to do it. Or if you just look up, I don't know if I'm DBCB Exotics or Dakota Blue Exotics. I don't know if I changed it. Check out my Instagram. Linktree is there. That's the best place you're going to be able to find. Easiest place you're going to be able to find it. Whatever happened to your podcast? I saw an older video and went searching for it, but couldn't find it. Are you talking about? It's getting hot, boys and girls. I gotta take the jacket off. Don't get too excited. Old Dakota's just shedding some layers. Gotta keep the birds nice and toasty. So we got this nice little space heater I keep at 73 degrees while the rest of the house is absolutely freezing. So I've been a part and hosted 2 podcasts. So way back then, there was the Herp Hour with Professor Herp, and then there was another one that I actually can't remember the name of. Yeah, Herp Hour. Okay, that's the one you're talking about. It just, I don't know. You know, some stuff just happens, and it just didn't work out. That's just kind of the bottom line. I would like to do another podcast, but I just feel like Rose City Reptiles, folks. We were just talking so much good stuff about you. Definitely not talking trash whatsoever. How's it going, man? I like this guy, Joey. Joey's one of like the really good people. I can't wait. We're going to be going to Texas here at some point and seeing Joey's whole collection, doing a full video on that for a collab. Very excited about that coming here in maybe a couple of months or so. I'll have to get some more details on it, but it is happening soon. I'm very excited for it. What was I talking about? Shit. Oh, yeah, podcast. It just didn't work. I'd like to do a podcast in the future, but I just feel like I don't have the time, unfortunately, and it is extremely difficult to monetize a reptile podcast. And when you do stuff full time, like pretty much anything I do, I try to make money off of, and that's just how I'm able to like do what I do, if that makes sense. And the podcast is it's very difficult to make it work, unfortunately. Really fun. I always enjoy it. I'd love to be a guest on other people's podcasts, but as far as hosting one, I just don't have the time, unfortunately. Literally permanent ear damage. That was loud. I apologize for you guys. Almost missed the live. Nah, man, we're still going. We're still doing good. I literally just fucking pinched a nerve in my trap, and it fucking hurts. On a random side note, I'm so excited about accidentally breeding crickets. I just wanted a nice to look at the cricket containers, so I made it bioactive, added isopods, springtails, and everything bred. Look at that. That is absolutely awesome. That's good stuff, man. Sorry to hear that. Wish you were doing better. I know my life has changed because of animals. I was deeply afraid of most animals and most of all spiders. Come September, that all changed. Heck yeah, man. I was the same way. I'll let you boys know in on a little secret. Um, let you boys in on a little secret. Old Dakota, first reptile was Rex, my bearded dragon, right? And I was afraid of Rex. I remember getting him out of the box. I was like afraid he was gonna bite me, and of course that changed. And I think after I got over the fear of Rex, I wasn't really scared of snakes or anything like that. Although if you like look at my YouTube comments, people still say I'm like afraid of Viv, my boa, for some reason. But hey, whatever, man. But yeah, spiders were that next thing where I got to a point where I was like, man, I'm like, I'm not afraid of snakes. And I tell people, I always think it's silly that people are like super afraid of reptiles, but how can I hold that statement while also having that like fear of spiders? So obviously we got the Arizona blonde. I don't know if I talk about my tarantulas too much on here, but broke my fear of that. Now I can handle that. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but I can handle the spider regularly without any fear. And of course, we got the GBB Sling, my green bottle blue, which is really awesome. She's growing absolutely fantastic. Very excited to finally get that like adult coloration going and going from like Sling to an adult tarantula. Really excited about that. I don't know if I'll get more. It's kind of like I'm afraid of getting more tarantulas because I'm afraid it's going to turn into a whole thing like the reptiles turn into a whole thing. So I'm trying to like hold off on going crazy into tarantulas. Speaking of tarantulas, though, you guys will catch me at most of the New England area expos. I'm going to be teaming up with Kelly from KF Invertebrates. So we'll be sharing a table, I believe, at like every expo for the most part. So really excited. Kelly's an amazing dude. He's been in the invert game for a while. He's one of the big dogs, I'd like to think. And he has a lot of cool stuff. Every time I'm at his table, like we were at, I don't know if you guys saw me, I was at the New England show with him. That's our first one where we shared a table together. He had a lot of tarantulas where I'm like, hey man, if that doesn't sell today, I'll take it. Unfortunately, they all sold. He did really well at that show. For good for him, but unfortunately for me, because I didn't go home with any new spiders. Can't wait to have you here. Oh, Joey, I can't wait to be there and pet your tegus. I think it's going to be a great time. The episode you did with me was turned into a podcast. I did what now? I don't remember that. Please jog my memory. I found the Zen. Hey, Javier Chavez. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat, man. I really do appreciate that. I found the Zen podcast the other day and started with your episode on tokes. Huge shout out. I do want to say huge shout out to Zen Habitats, man. They've really been helping me through this, been giving me the tools that I need to really make this thing and bring Dakota Blue Exotics to the next level. Guys, go buy Zen Habitats. But make sure to use my link because your boy gets a small cutback. But I know everyone's had the reservations on the Zen Habitats, and I am here to assure you that one, yes, the older generations had some problems. I still like them. I thought they were fine. I thought people were blowing it out of proportions, but they did have issues. All those issues are gone, dude. The Meridian, they fixed the shakiness. They don't shake anymore. And guess what? They make black Zen Habitat. Is this because I'm not petting you and like letting you be on my fingers? Is that what's going on? You want a cracker? What do you want? Cracker? Yeah, you want a cracker? I'll give you a cracker. You were a good boy. I'll give you a cracker. Here. You want goldfish? Come on. Yeah, good boy. I give him goldfish. It's fine. It's not like it's a snack. He said cracker. What do you want me to do? What was I talking about? They make black Zen Habitats now, so you can get the nice bamboo kind of coloration that I prefer, but I know people think it's ugly, or you can get them in black. So go buy one, and it's just like buying any other enclosure. They're awesome. They're really cool guys. I really like the company, and I like the Zen Habitat crew. They're all really cool cats. Sometimes I lose my train of thought, and I just gotta stop. Oh my god. I have to clean this room like fucking 3 times a day for the amount these birds poop. I'm losing my train of thought. The only thing I'm deathly afraid of is hornets. You know what? That's a rational fear. That's not irrational. A fear of hornets is completely rational. I'm glad I'm not into tarantulas because they're dangerous. You can Bro, that's my thing because you just have him in like this big of an enclosure and you don't need to do anything with him. You feed him like once a week and that's it. You leave him alone. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous game and it's one that I'm like skirting on the line. LOL, I bought my first in December, then another 7 in January. I'm playing another 30-ish over the next year. I also have Halloween and Common Hissers and a large Dubia colony. That's how they get you, man. You start with 1, you start with 2. Once you get to 3, you don't stop at 3. Then you get 17. That's just how it works. Just finished building a new reptile room tour. Oh, someone also mentioned I will be doing a reptile. I'm sorry, I don't mean to like gloss over that. We'll get into that. I will be doing a reptile room tour soon. I wanted to do it when the king snakes were still not being brumated, but I kind of just ran out of time due to the life stuff. But we'll still do one, and then we'll do another one when the king snakes wake up, and it'll be like really fun and cool. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see it. It'll be cool. Dakota Casey talks critters. I remember you now. Yes. I did a podcast with you. I remember we did like a live stream, right? I'm remembering. It's in there. I think I remember it. I think I do remember it. I held the Tokay gecko and he was like, he's being fresh. He kind of like messed up my screen. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Am I thinking right? Sorry, I missed the name. Who are you going to be at the same table with? It's KF Invertebrates. Cool guy. Check him out on Instagram. He's really big on TikTok. Like, I love it. His Instagram has like 3,000 followers, but then if you go to his TikTok, he has like 100 or 200,000 followers over there, which is just goes to show that you can do anything on TikTok. He's mad Zen doesn't make a Dante enclosure. You know what, guys? I can only do so much. Like, here's the thing. I went to the CEO of Zen Habitats and I sat down with them and I said, look, man, we all know I am your favorite content creator and really the guy that is pulling and pushing Zen Habitats into the limelight. We need to sit down. We need to fix this stuff. Just make the enclosures black and all your sales will skyrocket. And they looked at me and they said, yo, you son of a bitch, I'm in. Let's make some black PVC enclosures, but they're also Zen Habitats. So we're also working on the bird enclosures. They'll be coming probably never, but hey, people can dream. That's just the way that you dream it, you believe it. That doesn't mean it's going to come true, though. You have no idea what we may be working on at Gary. I don't know what's happening. I have 2 irrational fears: horses and giant squid. I wish that was a joke, but it's not. All right, I got a cool horse story. Casey, I didn't know that was you. I don't know. There's like a million cases. It's a common name. I apologize, okay? I'm sorry. I messed that up. A funny story about horses, right? All right, so believe it or not, this is going to come as a shock to you. Your boy was not a good kid growing up. I was what you call a bad child, and my parents did not know what to do with me. So they sent me to the ranch. No, not the one on Dr. Phil. The one that my Aunt Eleanor. Yeah, my aunt on my father's side owned a ranch out in Oregon. So at 14 years old, I got sent to the ranch and put to work. And I loved every second of it because I like animals. So it really wasn't a punishment to me. But I went out one day with my carrots into the what do you call it? The big area where the horses go. I don't know. I'm not a rancher. I breed reptiles. And so I went out there with my little bag of carrots as a 70-pound, 5'4", 14-year-old kid, and I'm feeding all the horses. And they got this big one named Charlie, man. I don't know the breed, but I mean, this... Hi. Hello. Hi. This is a big horse, man, like gigantic. And I'm like, oh, I'm feeding him little carrots. I'm way out in the pasture. Pasture, that's what the word is. I'm way out there, like in the middle. And it's a big pasture, right? And then I run out of carrots. And this horse starts getting upset. And he starts doing that thing where he's like nudging me and like kind of like nipping at me to give him more carrots. And that's when I thought, oh shit, dude, like I cannot outrun this horse and get to safety. This might be it for your boy. Luckily, it wasn't, and I managed to get away. But that horses, I understand. Even cows. You don't think you're afraid of cows? Go see some cows. Go into the field where cows are, that shit's kind of scary. They are big, dude. Like cows are fucking huge. They're a big animal. Especially, I remember we had a calf born on the ranch, and after the little bit when the calf's born, you got to pull the calf from the mother and do all hi, hello, hello, hi. You got to pull the calf from the mother, make sure the calf's okay, do a little stuff. I think you need to vaccinate it. I don't really remember. But when you separate that baby cow from that mama cow, dude, cows are badass. Cows are metal, and cows will fuck you up. You especially. Another fun story. I remember walking on the trail, and the cow's kind of like free ranged. So I'm just walking in the woods, and I hear a twig snap, right? And I look over, and there's the fucking mama cow laying down under a tree with the baby cow, and she starts doing that like angry cow. She's like, and that's the second time I was on that ranch and thought, oh shit, dude, I might die today. Cows, you don't mess with cows, man. Cows are some pretty serious stuff. They're also dumb as fuck. So I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt. But those are my fun ranch stories on when I was a bad kid and sent to the ranch. You know what? I think I have a fear of. I don't know if I have a fear of scorpions, but I'm just not super interested in them. I like the tarantulas. I think I like the tarantulas because of the coloration they come in. They have a bunch of really like amazing, vivid, different colors. Scorpions are kind of like all the same. I don't really know much about scorpions, so not. If I'm gonna get an invert, it's definitely gonna be more tarantulas. It probably won't be really anything else. Maybe millipedes, because I do like millipedes as well. The vid is up on YouTube. Oh, dude, I'll go check it out. Send me the link on Instagram, and I'll check it out after this live stream. Spiders and Canadian geese? No, thank you. Spiders are okay, but Canadian geese are also a very scary thing that you should avoid at all costs. Not an irrational fear. Canadian geese, rational fear. Case, I don't know what your last name is. How am I? Your profile picture is you in a field like so far away. There's no way I could tell. You need a picture of like just this with your pink hair, and then I would say, "Oh, that's Casey from Zen. I know what you're talking about." But to me, it's just another Casey, and that's why I got confused. That'll piss him off. But other than that, how's it going, Yoshi the Chungus the second? You got Yoshi the Chungus, man. He's a VIP on the show. Yoshi, there's a reason my chameleon is named Yoshi, and it's because Yoshi the Chungus single-handedly super chatted all the money it took to buy Yoshi, the chameleon. Really cool guy. I like him. He does buses. You still do the bus thing in Canada, my guy? So like if you need buses or like I think he like sells buses or I can't remember. Hit up Yoshi the Chungus if you're in Canada. He's the guy to go to if you need a bus. I love tarantulas, but jumping spiders are absolutely amazing, dude. Jumping spiders, hands down, amazing species. You can't. I think if anyone is afraid of spiders, like you really have that like big fear because at the end of the day, like a spider's not going to do anything to you. It's going to bite and it's going to like itch and maybe hurt a little, but that's like all they can really. I mean, unless like you're talking venomous, but it's like different stuff, you know. But get a jumping spider. If you are afraid of spiders, get a jumping spider. Because as soon as you look at those little eyes, those adorable little eyes and a little like mustache thing that moves, dude, jumping spiders, they're the cutest things on earth. Absolutely fantastic. I got it right. My memory has not failed me today. And Yoshi sells the buses. Yoshi sells the buses, and he wants a jumping spider. Go get a jumping spider. Here's the great thing about living in America. I don't know shit about Canada. I know your guys' money is worthless and it smells like maple syrup or something. That's a little bit weird if you ask me. So I don't know if you have jumping spiders, but over here in America, where God, what is it? The God-given here in America, you can just get a jumping spider, dude. At least once a year in the spring, there's a jumping spider on my building's door. And I am an awful person, and I take it and I keep it for a couple of weeks, and I just enjoy it. And then I just put it back, or I breed it when I find a female, and I make jumping spider babies, and then I just like release them and have fun with them. But the bottom line, everyone needs jumping spiders. They're an awesome species for sure. Worked on a farm in high school. I had the fear of God in me. I had a little Tikes plastic door between me and a 400-pound sow. and her piglets for the other farmhand for castrating her piglets. Yeah, that don't sound like a good time, man. That I don't think, did we have pigs? I don't think we had pigs. They did like horse storage. Is that what you call it? Where they like someone like had like buy a horse and they like store the horse in their farm, and then they had a couple of cows and chickens. They had chickens as well. This was kind of like the end. They unfortunately, literally, my family, like generationally, my family owned. I had like 2 or 3. Yo, poi yuck, coming at me with the like 0.43 cents American. How are you doing? What age should you separate a baby Tokay to tame? Separate them at least 4 to, what is that? 2? No, I would say like 4 to 8 weeks. Don't go longer than 8 weeks, because at some point, so at some point within those couple of months, the males will start showing and becoming male, and they get that testosterone and that sexual maturity. Males do it at a very young age, usually like around 6 months. You can breed them as long as you like get them up to size well enough. But as soon as the dad Tokay realizes that there's another male, it doesn't matter if it's its child, it'll start like kind of like with birds, right? Birds peck at the babies so they leave the nest. Tokays will like bite at the baby's feet to like get it away, but obviously it's in an enclosure, it can't do that. So I always make sure around that 4 to 6 weeks to separate all my babies out. I know some people keep them for longer. I don't like to risk it. At that 4 to 6 week range, they're old enough. They have all the nutrition, that gut fauna that they're going to need, that the parents provide. They're good to go out. As far as taming goes, personally, I don't like to work with my Tokay. I guess it isn't so much age specific as it is size specific. So I kind of go with context clues when I'm looking at the animal, right? So if you have a Tokay gecko and you open the cage and it's just like running all over the place, it is crazy, it is fearful, it's not the right time to start working with that animal. Pretty much what you want to do is just like be visual around the glass and let the animal be able to see you. Make sure it sees you, that you are the one putting food in there. That's kind of the extent of the taming process you can do. Once you notice that animal starts standing its ground, it starts holding its position, open mouth gaping, trying to bite you, that's pretty much the perfect time to work with the animal, because it's not going to be in that fearful state and just run away and have that negative interaction with you. It's going to try to stand its ground and be a threat. And what you can do at that point, instead of chasing the animal around, you can show it you're not a threat and it won't bite you. Tokays, like, what's that saying with dogs? The bark is bigger than the bite. I don't know if I said that right. Tokays don't really want to bite that much, unless you're talking about my granite. My granite's a different story. But for most of them, you guys will see it actually in tomorrow's video. Like, I just go up and I can just grab the animal and it's not going to bite me. It's going to like headbutt me with its mouth open, like pretending to bite. But most of the time, they're not going to latch on. And that's just my personal experience, I say. So if you get bit by a Tokay, like, it's not my fault, but I'm saying, like, this is the stuff that I do when taming. So make sure it starts standing its ground, has a little bit more confidence, a little bit more defensiveness rather than flightiness. And that's kind of the perfect time you want to be at to start taming your animal and showing it that you are not a threat. And you can make it super handleable. It takes like 2 weeks once they get there, as long as you're doing stuff right. Late but here, how's it going? How's it going? Oh my God, you guys have really complicated names. I'm not going to front, man. These are hard. Chesney? There ain't no way. That's a big Miggle? Chesney Miggle. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We have jumping spiders here in Canada. Oh shit. Canada does have jumping spiders. You learned something new today. We have some venomous snakes here in Canada. I don't know about that, but you said it, so I'm gonna take your word for it and say it's true. Ugh, fuck, man. We've only been going an hour. I've been talking too much. My throat's hurting. Ugh. Sorry, boys. Just give me 1 second. I apologize. Want to stop by and say I believe in you. Rachel. Why is there an E? Rachel Haverstick, I appreciate you. I know you, Rachel or Rachel. I hope I'm saying that right. Has been here for a minute. I love seeing it. I love seeing that. Like, I remember these people, like you guys, some of you guys have been here for a very long time. I appreciate you sticking around. I hope you guys have noticed the work we've been putting in and the content evolving a little bit more each time. Not the live streams. I use the same stuff I used on like year one, but the actual content, it gets a little bit better. And I hope you guys like the evolution and stuff like this, that $9.99, which I really do appreciate. That just goes, I want to make sure people know, like whenever you do stuff like this, if you're supporting me on Patreon, the memberships, super chatting, stuff like this just goes right back to the animals. It makes sure that the electric bill is being paid, so we've got heating and lighting for them. It makes me be able to fill my bug orders, so all of my many tokay geckos can eat the thousands of crickets a month that they eat. Don't get into tokay geckos if you want to make money, because by God, they eat so much food. At the bottom line, I appreciate all you guys. You guys have been absolutely awesome. We got a really cool community over here. What are you doing? You gonna come back up and scream? Hey. You want a cracker? You want one? You gotta say it. No? Oh my God. If you pooped on the door. Come on. Come on, guy. Ugh. What else we got going on? Diane seems to keep his together a long time. And I'm not saying that's the wrong thing to do. Like, I don't want to throw shade. I like Diane, I like Reptiliatics. He does awesome stuff. This is just like personally what I found through my research. This is just the way like I like to play it. Oh my God, dude. Why can't you guys be like Paul or like Kim? Chibi Peach. Thank you so much for the one month membership. I appreciate you. Wow, time flies. Yes, it does. It's really weird to think that I've been doing this for almost 4 years now. It's strange, man. Time does fly. I think the pandemic didn't help that. My whole like thought of time really got fucked up after COVID. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Speaking of tokays, Reptiliatus, him and his tokay pair, I don't know if it's just me, but they have produced. So, like, I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm going to keep it real. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with my tokay geckos. I am not getting the production that I should be getting. And hopefully, I've done so much tweaking with my tokay projects. Hopefully, this is the time, or this year, this season, we can really start getting some numbers going. Because, yeah, tokay geckos should be getting like 12 to 16 babies at some point. Usually around like the 4th to 6th clutch, you kind of want to start separating. Sorry. Checking calcium sacs, checking the weight of the animal, all of that good stuff. Yeah, but I'm only getting like 2 clutches, and it's kind of a worry. I think part of my problem is I have a lot of imported females, not captive bred. We have a few captive bred females that we are pairing this year. But imports they crash a lot quicker. You can't run them as hard as you can do with the captive bred when it comes to females, because they just crash so fast. So you have to be a little bit more careful with them. That could be part of our issue, but who knows? Do you like the... Didn't I already answer this? Yeah, super drippy crested geckos are cool. They're all right. I like them. I'd get them if that's what you're asking. I would get super drippy. Hang on, let me rephrase. If you were to say, Dakota, I need to get rid of all my super drippy crested geckos, and I want you to have them because you are the best reptile YouTuber that there is in the Americas and the Canadas right now. I would agree, and I would take your animal. I would take your super drippy crested. But if you're asking if I'm going to buy them, the answer is I have no money. My house is falling apart, unfortunately. But maybe in the future I would. I don't know, man. Okay, PayPal hates me through Super Chat. Yeah, be right back, guys. Gonna reset. Oh, you guys are awesome. Well, you guys don't gotta go through all this. I'm just having fun talking to you guys. Don't go too crazy. You're gonna give me a big head. Content has been great, friend. I appreciate that. I believe in you as well. I'm hoping to buy a gargoyle gecko from you this year. Yeah, dude, our gargoyles, man. Last year, we did not get any gargoyle babies. And I was really pissed off because I thought my red striped, red base girl needed another year to grow up a little more. That was not the case. She was actually giving me laying duds. The whole 2022 season, I finally start scooping out, getting all the stuff out. And I see clutch after clutch of duds. I'm like, God damn it, dude. That was a whole season I missed out of her. But this year, I started to do a group pairing. So we have our yellow base yellow striped with our red base, red striped, and our lone male that we own, because we only have one male right now when it comes to gargoyles. And both of those females are so gravid. We are going to get eggs dropping here very soon. We also do have a male from 2021, I want to say, that is available. He's a, I think it's an orange stripe. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look back into it, but I'm pretty sure we have an orange stripe. Holy shit, dudes. Chibi Peach coming at me again with the $10. I was at a friend's house and the Tokay got out and the little bugger kept their cat bay until rescue. Tokays are awesome. I love Tokays. I remember we had oddball number 2, the male, I call him Pumpkinhead. I remember one day I opened the enclosure because I use the Zoom Ed for him. He's in the 12 by 18 right now. And I'm misting and I'm like, hey, he's not going to move from the glass. It's going to be fine. And he darts and he runs off. And I'm like, dude. And I could not catch him because the way I have my building set up right now, I can't get behind the tanks very easily. And by the time I was able to get back there, he was gone. He vanished. And I was like, son of a bitch. But I wasn't too worried because it's an enclosed space and there's crickets everywhere. Like, he'll be fine. We got one male, Jerry. You guys know Jerry. Jerry is fat as fuck, dude. We got a big, just free roaming Tokay chilling in there. But I think like 3 days later, and then another thing I saw like a couple of days later is my Chihuahua pair got loose. The tub I was using is one of my old style before I moved into using the vents. I was still doing the open top, and that screen got loose. So I'm like, we got Pumpkinhead missing, and we got Chihuahuas missing. And so at night, you turn off all the lights, you give it about 2-3 hours, you go up there with a flashlight, and I'm looking, and I see on like the far grow tent in the very back, we've got Pumpkinhead, Chihuahuas all on the same tent. And I just was like, pick, and grabbed them all and got them all back like the next day. It was really awesome. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. Just got to check the time. That's good shit. It's good shit. Just started my shit, man. Chat's going too fast. I don't want to miss people. Hang on. We're gonna go up just a little bit. Chibi. I'm saying it right? I believe I am. What was the hardest part of starting your business? Oh my god, dude. There are so many hurdles. Starting, I guess, like from the ground floor, like what the hardest part was going to be getting people to buy stuff from you. Like, which is why, dude, we are in the 21st century, 2023, right? We are in 2023. You got to run social media, and you got to run social media hard if you want any of your businesses to thrive. And that's kind of like what I did. So that first year, dude, I could not sell a single crested gecko. It was very difficult. But as soon as our social media started growing, the YouTube got better, the Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff gets a little bit easier each time. My biggest advice, and if anyone that wants to start their own reptile breeding business, either just as a hobby or if they want to eventually go full-time like I am, get on social media as soon as possible and just post stuff. You don't have to invest thousands of dollars in camera gear and all that. I started with my cell phone, and I did that shit for like a year before I finally upgraded to a camera and all of like the fancy stuff that I use now. Just use a camera, take cell phone pictures, do reels if you're doing Instagram. Pictures don't do anything on Instagram anymore. Reels are what you have to do, unfortunately. But yeah, man, I think that's the hardest part. The next hardest part is figuring out taxes. That's also a challenge. And like not just like doing taxes, but like figuring out how to do them the right way and like not owe money and stuff. I don't have a clear grasp on that yet, but we're getting there. Husband walks in, sees the stream, and says, "Oh boy, you getting a bird next?" Just started my YouTube channel a few days ago. That's what I do, man. Just gotta post and just keep posting. You get a little better each time. Japanese for little because it's short. It makes sense now. I understand. I'm up to speed at this point. I appreciate it. Oh my god, dude, it's going too fast. Do you see my comments? I might have missed it. Repost it and I'll get to it. I promise you. How's the hand from the Bimps on the Bimps invite? Sorry, I'm listening, working. If I miss stuff, it's all right. It's the same thing as when I did my video, so I can't feel my middle finger. And I mean, so like my knuckle, like the swelling went down. So it's kind of like back to normal, but I got nice little beauty marks, and I can't put it all the way down anymore. I still can't feel this. I don't know if I'll ever be able to feel it. It's not like the biggest deal in the world, but it's like kind of annoying, I guess. I'm sorry, Yoshi the Chungus. We are a completely legitimate business over here, and we do not condone smuggling reptiles through the border. In no way, shape, and form should you drive down here because Canada is pretty close to the New England area. Come by and grab a baby and bring it into your car when you go through the checkpoint. That is just something we do not believe in, unfortunately. I apologize. Couldn't believe it. He's actually a nice Tokay most of the time. Tokay geckos can be nice, man. It's wild. You guys know, fuck's his name? Bert. Bert the Tokay. Bert has a girlfriend now, and I haven't handled him in a bit, and I hope he doesn't get too crazy and like not nice. But we'll have pus het patternless geckos from a really nice Tokay gecko. Bert babies coming at you in 2023. Any tips on growing a YouTube channel? My quickest tips are going to be SEO content. That's going to be your biggest help because no one's going to like be able to find your channel. So what you want to do is be answering a question that people have and making a video about it, because YouTube is a giant search engine just like Google, and that is the best way to grow. I have a little bit of a I don't know what it is. It's a little thing on Patreon. You guys can sub to it. It's just like a 1 month thing. And I go like wicked in depth on like really like getting into like how to grow a YouTube channel. So that's a thing. I think it's like $30 and all the stuff is there and it's in video format and it's really nice and you can see it. And I haven't done it yet because no one has done it. But as soon as someone does it, I'll make it. And you guys, it's all done. I just need to like edit through it and actually like post it up. But I just haven't because no one's done that tier yet. But that tier is there for people that are really interested in growing a YouTube channel. All I have is a neurotic ball python, but I'm slowly putting together the fixings for a Tokay or Cresty. Sheer stubbornness and spite. That's a good answer as well to grow a YouTube channel. I don't know, Tokay or Cresty, man. If you don't have gecko experience, I would say Cresty because they're just easier. But I mean, like if you want to go balls to the walls, just get a Tokay because they're awesome. Someday, though, since Guy is allergic to fur, Tegu instead of a cat. Tegus are awesome. I always recommend Tegus. They're fun little dudes. You have an amazing Cresty, so I was surprised they didn't sell quick. You got to remember, like, we've been building our Crested Gecko projects for, like, 7 years before DBC, before Dakota Blue Exotics, there was DBCB Exotics, and before that, it was just me breeding Cresties, and so we've been doing them for a long time. Not like first generation. I'll be the first to admit they weren't the best looking animals. They were nice dials, but when you talk at like what the quality is, like if you guys have seen my 2022 holdbacks, go on Instagram, check them out. My God, dude, those Dalmatians that we have now. They are so nice. Like we are making some really killer stuff at this point. But back then, they weren't as good. They were probably like, I'd say a little bit above the average when it comes to that. But when you got like 20,000 people breeding crested geckos, you kind of have to shoot for that top tier quality. Not necessarily expensive. I wouldn't go out and buy Lily White's bags ammo. I wouldn't buy cappuccinos, sables, and xanthics. But if you're looking for like Dalmatians, for example, or if you're looking for like tricolors, try to get the best looking tricolors you can, because you're going to make that quality animal that's going to go through all the other quality animals that there are. You just kind of have like the best of the best, and then just hope someone finds you on Morph Market pretty much. Any tips on? I do not have tips on camera settings. I shot everything in auto. I probably shouldn't. If you guys have an iPhone, you're already ahead of me. I use an Android. Go look back at my older videos. The quality is not good. I'm hoping to buy from Dakota when I'm ready for the Tokay. Hopefully we'll always have Tokays unless I keep having bad luck with them. But we're 100% we will always have crested geckos available, like no matter what. Here, and so we held back like 20 babies, give or take. I think I ended up letting go of a few of them, but we have somewhere around 20 babies that I'm going to hold back into future breeders. So like 2025, we should be producing somewhere around like 200 babies a year, which is going to be awesome because that's like quadruple what we're doing right now as far as numbers go. Sorry, dude, my throat is like killing. We might have to wrap this up here in a little bit. I know you've made videos about it, but just thought I'd ask. fuck, just thought I'd ask still, but when is Tokay breeding season? Tokay breeding season does not exist, apparently. You can kind of run them whenever you want. Just fuck with the lighting. So your lighting cycle, people use a 12-on-12 cycle. Bump that up to about 1410 is what I'm doing. So like a 1311 or a 1410, somewhere around those parameters. Increase your humidity. So I'm misting about 2 to 3 times a day, depending on how they look, and then up your feeding to a lot more. So it kind of tricks them into thinking it's springtime pretty much. That's kind of how I do it with over here. Although I don't know, don't take my advice. I'm kind of doing crappy. No, of course not. If you can't feel it, get a tattoo there. What would I get? Just like black out the tip of my middle finger? I don't know. Maybe I'll put like a tiny smiley face. But it's like here. Maybe just a line. I don't know. I don't think you can get a tattoo there. It's too small of a spot. I stream Dakota's playlist while working when I can. That's how we got some loyal peeps over here. And that's how you get that watch time up, and I appreciate that. We got another, god damn, dude. My voice is going. We got another Chibi Peach coming at me. Oh yeah, thank you for getting me in touch with your artist. She's drawing my ball python for me. Not many tubers actually answer, folks. I try to answer every person I can because I also hate that. And even to like ever so recently, like, because I don't, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, we had like this giant boom where we went from like 3,000 to 30,000 in a couple of weeks, and now we're sitting at like 57,000, somewhere around that. But it is so, if you don't have that like big number, it is so hard getting in contact with some of these people. I'm not throwing shade on those people because I know like people are busy, but I never wanted to be that way. So I try to answer like as many people as I possibly can. I take time out of my day to look at my request folder and try, and I miss some. I'm on my own. I'm not getting all of them. And I try the best I can, but I do try to answer as many folks as I can because I think that is annoying when I'm able to do that. Zoe actually is also, she's making my YouTube banner. I got to get in contact. I got to send her some of the JPEGs for my what's it called? My logo. So we're redoing my YouTube banner and my Facebook banner. They're going to be like the same thing. I don't know if you guys see like the banner that I have on YouTube, but it's like a really bad image that I made when I first started my YouTube channel. But hopefully it's going to look a lot better, a little bit more professional. I'm really excited for it. She already did some like mock-up designs, and they're looking pretty rad. I'm excited to make that little change. Fuck, man. I can't do a YouTube channel because if my dad ever finds out I spent all my money on reptiles. Oh, man, those were the days. Now I'm fucking 27 years old. There ain't no one out here that can stop me from buying geckos, and it's really not good. And that's why my life is the way it is, because I make bad financial decisions. Mandy, oh fuck, dude. Mandy Gannon. I like Gannon. I'm gonna say Gannon. Back with it, the $20. You got the lemon. You got the. I'm gonna say that's a Granny Smith apple because it's like apple shaped. I believe it's an apple hugging a lemon. It makes sense. I dig it. I appreciate you. Thank you for the $20. I moved out just for geckos. That's the right choice, man. Doing anything for geckos is just always the right choice. I'm gonna be real with you, dude. Your story is one of that lots of people would have just said screw it, and you just plunged on. That's respect. Ain't nothing to do. Here's the thing. At this point, maybe like back then, I could have like copped out, but I just was like spiteful. So the big reason, one of the biggest reasons why I've been persevering so hard. And I'm not saying I have daddy issues, but when I went to my father and I was like, hey, this is what I'm going to do now, blah, blah, blah. The dogs are going wild. He looked at me and he did not believe. He was like, you're not going to be able to pull it. You're going to be a YouTuber. You're going to breed reptiles and that's how you're going to make money. He did not have faith in me. He has faith now. He talks very proudly of me. I'm not trying to like talk bad about my father, but in the beginning, please don't scream. I can't do two, dude. One was enough. Hey, you want a cracker? You want a cracker? Come on, buddy. If he's chewing, he can't scream. Modern problems require modern solutions. Here you go. Take it. Just take it. What are you doing? No. Don't bite my finger. Thank you. But yeah, I was like, oh, you don't think I'm going to do it? Well, watch this. And I did it. And I've just been doing it for too long. Like, I'm not going to, you can't do this for 4 years and then be like, guess I'll go back to a 9 to 5. It just doesn't work like that. So I just kind of like, I just got to hustle harder. And not necessarily hustle harder. I just got to do stuff a little bit better and with a little bit more, like, I don't know what the word is, like business minded intent instead of just like following my heart. I got to like use my brain a little bit more than I have been. But I think we're on a good track. We got some solid bones in this bad boy. I just got to make some tweaks to make it the most optimized that you can, I guess. Vending at the New England Reptile Expo. Which one? The one in April? I'll also be at the one in April, so maybe I'll see you over there. So other than appetite, what is the major difference in enclosure for crested? What are you doing? Why? Are you done? Nothing? All right. I guess she's camera shy. I don't know, man. What is the major difference in enclosures for crested or tokay? I usually say, so I always say you do the same enclosure. I know some people are like, you can do a 12 by 12 by 18 for an adult crested. I don't really like that. So 18 by 18 by 24 is kind of the same. Tokays require a little bit more heat. So if you're not running it the way I run it, which most people aren't, I would do some sort of night light, or not night light, but basking bulb or radiant heat panel, just something that's going to get that basking temp to around the high 80s to 90 degrees. You're obviously going to want that temperature gradient. Whereas with crested geckos, they kind of just are good with room temp. They can definitely make some higher temperatures. There's a lot of like misinformation, like misconceptions that like crested geckos need to stay below like 78. I think they say like anything over 80s is going to kill a crested gecko. I have firsthand experience in this room. Before this was a bird room, this is where I kept my geckos. And in the summertime, this room was about 88 to 91 degrees. It was hot, dude. And none of my crested geckos died. Babies were good. Geckos still bred. Eggs were still made. The eggs didn't stay in here because it's a little too hot for eggs. But it's just not the case. I think they can do well in hot areas, cold area. Well, not cold, but room temp to hot. As long as the biggest thing is humidity, dude. You got to make sure you're missing those babies. Make sure you got the humidity. Make sure you've got available water for them. And they're a lot tougher than most people say they are. I want to make a video about that, and that'll come soon. I just want to get a little bit more information on it to really like make it a good video. Hello, I'm 31, but it'll never let me hear the end of it. It's me hugging my Tegu. I love this, dude. I'm wearing my guy down by degrees today about Python. Tomorrow, I'm walking Reptar in the summer. Dude, there was a parrot in a bar I went to. I fed him and played with him for a long time until the owner freaked out. Turns out he generally bites off earlobes. I remember, so we had a hyacinth macaw named Blue, which is not the Tegu. It's a different thing. They're both blue animals, so we both named them Blue. And it was like the store mascot, because like if people don't know about parrots, hyacinths are like a $25,000 macaw. It's like the rarest macaw or species that you can own. And man, there's this one chick that like Blue absolutely adored her. That was like her person, which really sucks because like Blue stayed there, and like obviously employees don't stay, so that was probably heartbreaking for the bird. But we're not here to talk about like emotional damage. Anyway, she has Blue on her shoulder, right? And some dude comes up behind and tries to pet Blue. So he turns around and he breaks the dude's finger, because like they're a giant bird. It's the largest macaw you can own in captivity. So just boom, breaks the knuckle completely, like just blood going down. And I'm just thinking to myself, I was like, why the fuck would you try to pet that bird? But bottom line, you got lucky there, because they can do some serious damage. Dante's almost broken my thumb a couple of times. There was one time where I was like positive he did. Like, oh man, I had one bite from him that like it really messed me up. Maybe those people were jerks to him and deserved it. That could also be the case. Who knows? I mean, they did. You know what? They didn't ask for the bird's consent. They just thought they could touch him. You can't do that. We don't play those games. Apologies for the disturbance. Tegus are amazing when treated right. Tegus are awesome. They can be a little feisty here and there, but they're still cool. I like them. They're one of my favorites when it comes to like large lizards that I think people should own. The pet store here has a mascot Tegu that wiggles for belly rubs. Consent always and everything. Yes. All right, boys and girls, and it looks like we're reaching that natural point where chat dies down and your boy's throat is killing him. So we may be wrapping this stuff up. We did good. We went an hour and a half. You guys fucking knocked it out of the park with super chats. I always appreciate that shit. It makes me want to do more live chats, not just for the money, but I have fun doing this. And it helps me be like, oh, Dakota, just sit and talk to people for an hour and a half. You still make money. And that's how I get away with doing these things. And in my head, and don't feel like a failure at the same time. Well, as always, boys and girls, this is the point where if you guys got any last questions, anything you want to say, put it down in the chat. I'm gonna adjust myself in my chair while we wait, because I know there's like a 10, 20-second delay. Maybe drink some Gatorade, because goddamn, boys and girls, we went hard today with talking. My throat's killing me. Your year will get better. Let's hope. I'm not giving up on this collab thing, by the way. We're still the collab around America, the American collab, the great collab tour. We'll get it. I don't know exactly how yet, but I will figure it out, because I always figure stuff out. We'll make it happen. We'll just take it one step at a time. The other issue is, one of my things was I was going to drive for a lot of these, because there's a lot of like kind of local, like maybe 8 hours away at the most. And I was like, I can drive 8 hours. It's not like the biggest deal in the world. The issue is my car's fucked up and I got to get it fixed. There's a recall on the transmission, and that's the problems I'm having. So hopefully I can just get that repaired for free, because it's like a Nissan recall. And then like it's smooth sailing after that. If not, I have more problems I have to deal with, but that's for future Dakota to deal with. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for taking the time in your day to follow us over here for our little hour and a half of chat. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure to check out the video coming out tomorrow. It's going to be an awesome thing about the Super Red Tokay. Very excited for it. It took 6 weeks in the making to make that video, and I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you so much. Until next time. Oh, fuck, it's lagging. No, end the stream. Come on. End the stream. End it. Come on. It's...